Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Pooja. Welcome back to yet another tutorial or sketch with me type of video. In today's video, I'm going to show a bridal wear illustration. For that, I already did my base. I actually took this Sabyasachi design as my reference for the pose. I made some changes. I didn't illustrate this design. I did my own things with the design. But I took the reference of the drape of the dupatta and all. You can also do the same, take any design reference and you can replicate that if you are a beginner, and slowly you can create your own designs. So I did my base using pencil and later traced it with fine liner and erased all the pencil lines. After that I rendered the skin. For my skin rendering I used the same technique. If you want to know in detail you can check out my previous videos. I'll link them below. So as you can see, I'm drawing facial features also. If you know me and my designs, then you'll know that I usually don't add facial features. I only draw the empty face and then I'll draw the illustration, because I feel adding facial features can add a kind of emotion or expression into your illustration, and sometimes it might convey something else, and I don't want it to happen with that my design, so I always avoid drawing facial features. But now I'm drawing it because why not? I want to try everything, but I hope the whole vibe matches with the illustration. I'm using Faber-Castell color pencils to render the skin. I always use them. You can check out my other videos to know the detailed process of skin rendering. I've explained everything in my previous videos. The rendering process of the skin is completed. Now I want to draw the jewelry part. For that I did the same jewelry as it was in the reference image. Firstly I color the jewelry part with yellow color sketch pen. I'm using Dom's sketch pen here because I'm giving it a gold jewelry, so I'm using the color yellow. This is the base for the gold color. After sketch pen, I'm using Fevicryl glitter paint to paint the jewelry part. You can see I'm just abstractly dabbing with the paintbrush to give it a gold jewelry effect. Once the paint is dry, you can see the actual effect. Now I'm adding little detailings to the jewelry. This gold color takes a lot of time to get dry, so you have to let it dry for a really long time, then only you can see the actual glitter effect. You have to just do it with a lot of patience. The jewelry part is done. I'm just adding some border to the outfit. To coloring, I'm using this Camel Fabrica acrylic color. It's a very unique brick red shade. I mentioned the exact shade on the screen. I will be using it in a very good amount of quantity because I have to fill the lehenga and dupatta part with this. For the blouse part, I'm thinking of a different color, maybe a shade of brown maybe. I am thinking to mix a little black into this color to create brown. Let's see how it goes. I mixed black color with the red color in the ratio of 65-35 maybe. 65% of red with around 35% of black. Then I got this thick black shade of brown. I'm using this color to show the kali type of design to the lehenga. So I am layering this brown color on the red color. I think I'll be using the same color to the blouse part as well. You can see in blouse part the color is looking more darker and it looks almost like black color, but in lehenga you can see it looks like a brown family because of the background. In lehenga I've layered it on red color so it looks like brown, but here the background is white so it took a lot of depth, so the color is shouting loud dark here. So keeping that in mind, what I'm doing right now is I'm using this Dom's poster color, the white color. Now I'm going to add this color wherever I'm going to add the glitter part or the gold part. So I'm using this as background for the whole illustration. So I'm just experimenting this. So I'm adding wherever I require the background now. So wherever I'm adding white now, later I'll be adding gold color on that. So let's see how the background works. And also I've seen this in some of the illustrators videos also, and I really wanted to try it out, like how it works with me. So I'm trying this in this video and I hope it turns out well because I'm adding a good amount of bling and glitter to this to make this illustration look heavier. So to make that heavy gold part I need a strong background of white. So to get that I'm adding white color. The white background is ready. All I have to do is fill it with the gold metallic color. So for that I'm using this Fevicryl metallic golden color. I just have to fill the white part in the illustration to get that gold vibe. So I'm starting it from here. After adding the gold paint, I'm using this Stedler metallic pen to give the borders of the lehenga. This pen is it gives a little rustic gold vibe. It's not properly glitter pen, but it adds a lot of gold effect. So I'm just using it for the upper and lower part of the border to the lehenga. Then after that I'll be using the same technique I used on the upper part of the lehenga. I'm using the same white poster color, and then I'll be using the same metallic color to add the embroidery part in the lehenga as well. So you can just enjoy the process. So in the meanwhile I want to mention that the whole white background idea was a good hit because the gold color looks more emphasized on the white background. It really makes a lot of difference. So I would highly recommend this trick to you all to try. Please do try it. After finishing this step, I would recommend you to let it dry for a really long time. At least give it a 2-hour break after finishing this gold part. I actually left it for a whole night, but I would suggest at least minimum you have to let it dry for 2 hours at least. So after that I'm using black color pencil to add the shading. Usually I'll use this technique to add the shading. Since it's a bridal lehenga, obviously it will be very heavy, so you have to show a lot of shadow into the outfit. So I'm using this black pencil to use it as a reference to the shadow. Then I'll be mixing black color with a lot of water. I'll dilute the black color a lot, and then I'll be just dabbing it on the shadow area. Wherever I need the shadow part, I'll be dabbing it with the brush. Then it shows a lot of shadow into the outfit. I'm using this technique because it's a bridal illustration and it needs a lot of, I have to show a lot of heavy amount of lehenga, so for that I'm using this technique. In border, to show the pleats, I'll be using the same technique. Now it looks a lot heavier lehenga after the shading. Now I'm adding some detailing, that is hair part. I'm using this Faber-Castell color pencil, black color pencil, so you can see how I'm doing it with the hair. At this point, I'm adding facial features. I'm using this fine liner to add eyebrows and eyelids. I will be providing the link of this pen in description box. You can check it out if you want to. And I'm using this Dom's red color sketch pen to add the lipstick. And I'll just add some shading using black color pencil onto this. Now I'm using Faber-Castell color pencil. This red color pencil I'm using to add the eyeshadow around the eyelids. I'll be using this same around the cheeks as well to show the blush on the cheeks. After this, I'm using black color pencil to just add the final detailing or the finishing of the upper part of the illustration. Eventually you'll get to know where to add, where to reduce, where to enhance. So you'll learn that by a lot of practice. So I would suggest you to practice it as much as you want to. Then you can see a lot of difference in your illustrations if you practice it thoroughly. Now I'm again using this brown color to just finish the skin part. Wherever I'm seeing that empty or little lesser part, I'm filling this with this pencil. Now that looks little more enhanced for me, and now I'm using Dom's sketch pen, this brown color, to add bindi on the face. Just a perfect round bindi. Now I'll be adding some detailings to the jewelry. I don't want the jewelry to be plain gold, so I'm adding a pop of red color into it. Everything was on point, but I was feeling something was missing, and that was of course bangles. To add bangles, I'm using this Staedtler metallic pen. I'm just adding some gold bangles to this to just complete the whole jewelry part. Okay guys, the illustration is completed. Now few last finishing touches. I'll be adding shadow to the illustration. For that, I diluted black color with a lot of water, and I'm using this brush to just add the shadow below the lehenga. So I'll be following the silhouette of the lehenga. So below that, I'll be adding the shadow. After it gets dry, you can see a lot of difference. I mean, it adds some character to the illustration for sure. Now I'm using this Staedtler metallic pen to just add the depth into that embroidery. I also mentioned that it gives a little rustic gold effect, so I wanted that in the illustration. So I'm using this like in between the gold part to just add the depth and to show the weightage of the embroidery on this. Okay guys, so we reached the final destination of our illustration process, and I'm just using this black color pencil for the final just edge shaping or like finishing after this. So my illustration is done. I hope you guys understood whatever I've explained to you. So let's have a closer look of our illustration now. So I hope you guys understood whatever I tried to explain, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video as well. My Instagram handle is right in front of you. Please do follow me there, and you can share your illustrations if you tried them. And for more such videos, do subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this video. So see you all in my next video. Keep sketching, keep smiling. Bye bye.